Hi, can I help you? Hey guys, we are gonna be doing something a little bit different. I love TV with every fiber of my being, but I'm not really a movie person. However, I am a sucker for scratch-offs. I have this poster because I bought it many moons ago. I was like, I've seen movies. I went through it, I'd seen maybe like 4, 5, and they were like the kids' movies in Harry Potter. So I'm going to do a thing. I've made a choice that Mondays are gonna be Movie Mondays. And I'm going to watch a movie, like a real movie, not a TV show, an actual movie. I don't know how okay any of these films are. So please don't get mad at me for watching bad films. These are listed as the 100 movies you need to watch before you die. So we're starting with Gladiator. I have never seen this movie. Editing Haley here. Because of things like copyright, you're not going to see much of the film. It's mostly just me talking some nonsense. Apparently my dog has some feelings about this. How much do you want to bet there's not going to be peace throughout the Empire? $20. $20 in Russell Crowe's career. Are they coming in from the back? Like, is that what they're doing? Not a bad tactic. Oh no, you were off your horse! Get up, Russell, get up! I wonder how many, obviously not in this film, but in like real war like this, I wonder how many times they like accidentally killed people on their own team. I'm sure it happens frequently, and I'm sure it sucks.
Do you think he's really dying?
2 weeks on the road, your incessant scheming is hurting my head.
Oh! That makes sense. I'm like, I know this guy's face, but I can't tell if I know him from something other than the Gladiator. You know, the memes and stuff. But I like couldn't put a name to his face, but now I realize it's just Joaquin Phoenix, and I'm an idiot.
Have I missed it? Have I missed the battle? You won't miss the war.
Who plays Caesar? Richard Harris. My brain was like, oh, is that Michael Gambon? And I was like, no, it's not. But it was making the connection to Dumbledore, which makes sense. That's who that is.
There he is. Senator Gaius, Senator Falco. Beware of Gaius. You'll pour a honeyed potion in your ear and you'll wake up one day and all you'll say is, Republic, Republic, Republic.
Where do you stand, General? Emperor or Senate?
A soldier has the advantage of being able to look his enemy in the eye, Senator.
Ooh, all of that's bad. He's gonna get in trouble.
You sent for me, Caesar?
Tell me again, Maximus. Why are we here?
For the glory of the Empire, sire.
Ah, yes, I remember. That is the world which I created. For 25 years, I have conquered, spilt blood, expanded the Empire. Since I became Caesar, I've known 4 years without war. 4 years of peace in 20. There was once a dream that was Rome. You could only whisper it. Anything more than a whisper, and it would vanish. But there is one more duty that I ask of you before you go home. I want you to become the protector of Rome after I die.
That's a big ask. That is a big, unprompted ask.
Blessed Father, watch over my wife and son with a ready sword. Whisper to them I live only to hold them again.
That was weird. It's one thing to kiss a statue. It's another thing to, like, drag your mouth over it.
You will not be emperor. My powers will pass to Maximus, to hold in trust until the Senate is ready to rule once more.
You wrote to me once, listing the 4 chief virtues. As I read the list, I knew I had none of them. But I have other virtues, Father. But none of my virtues won your list. I searched the faces of the gods for ways to please you. One full hug, where you pressed me to your chest and held me tight, would have been like the sum of my heart for 1,000 years. What is it in me you hate so much?
Oh, Richard Harris is gonna die.
You are false as a sun. Is my failure as a father.
Oh, the Caesar is gonna die.
Men with me, brother. Our great father is dead. Your emperor asked for your loyalty, Maximus. I only offer it once.
Maximus said, "Get fucked, you trash bucket."
Please be careful, that was not prudent.
Prudent? The Emperor has been slain.
Guards! Please don't fight, Maximus. I'm sorry, Caesar spoke.
He's in trouble. I told you. Oh. Hey, baby. You're just holding the blade wrong. Good for you, I guess. Good job, Russell. Yeah, I was gonna say, if he's been executed, would they send people to his family? Oh! They ran over his son. The fuck? Oh, they set his whole goddamn house on fire. Son of a bitch. Hey, dog. No popcorn for you. Oh. Holy fucker. That's brutal. Don't hold her feet. Don't hold her feet. Don't hold her feet, dude. Oh my god. Oh, you're so gooey. Why are you so gooey? It's like snot and spit. There's just a lot of there's a lot of stuff happening on his face right now. Oh. That was a hyena. Hey. Okay.
No, they will clean it.
I mean, maggots do clean. I mean, it's not perfect, but they do that. It's old science. So where was his home? It must have been like Italy or France. No, they're in like the Middle East and or Northern Africa.
Do any of them fight? I got a match coming up.
Some are good for fighting, others for dying.
Mark of the Legion. Deserter.
Maybe so, but who cares? It's a Spaniard.
Spain. Spain. Comfy? Okay. This is Puka, in case you haven't met her. She's joining us now.
Still leading with the German. The crowd love a barbarian. 500 sesterci, the Numidian and Spaniard team makes it through.
Are you asking me to bet against my own man? It's unethical.
What if I make it 2,000?
Some of you are thinking you won't fight. Some that you can't fight. They all say that until they're out there. Ultimately, we're all dead men.
I mean, fair. Okay, so they're tied up, paired off, kicking ass. Oh, this is not peaceful.
Rome greets her new emperor. Your loyal subjects bid you welcome, Highness.
All Rome rejoices in your return, Caesar. There are many matters that require your attention. Beginning with basic sanitation for the Greek quarter.
Don't you see, Gracchus? My father spent all his time at study, and all the while the people were forgotten.
But the Senate is the people, sire.
I doubt many of the people eat so well as you do, Gracchus.
150 days of games.
It's cleverer than I thought.
He's from Doctor Who. I'm sure he's from plenty of other things, but I know him from Doctor Who.
You really think the people are going to be seduced by that?
I think he knows what Rome is. The beating heart of Rome is not the marble of the Senate, it's the sand of the Colosseum. He'll bring them death, and they will love him for it.
You sent for me?
Yes, I did. You're good, Spaniard, but you're not that good.
I'm required to kill, so I kill. That is enough.
That's enough for the provinces, but not for Rome. The young emperor has arranged a series of spectacles to commemorate his father. We're finally going back to where we belong. The Colosseum.
You're a gladiator?
Yes, I was. A long time ago, the emperor, he touched me on the shoulder, and I was 3. You knew Marcus Aurelius? I did not say I knew him. I said he touched me on the shoulder once.
You asked me what I want. I too want to stand in front of the emperor.
He's gonna kill him. He's gonna stand in front of him, gonna stab him in the face.
And listen to me. I was the best because the crowd loved me. Win the crowd, and you'll win your freedom.
Oh, creepy. Are you gonna murder a child, sir? You sort of look like you're gonna murder a child.
I could denounce the dissolution of the Senate.
No.
Are the people ready?
Dude, no.
I think you need to rest now.
Stay with me tonight.
You know I won't.
And kiss me.
Oh, yeah. Things are getting incesty.
Sleep, brother.
You know what? Good duck. That was awesome. Nice. That was great. Good job. I wonder if they actually filmed at the Coliseum. Probably not. It'd be interesting if they did. Italy, California, Morocco. Yeah, no. They didn't film in actual Rome. They probably didn't have permission, which is fair.
Are you the one they called the Spaniard?
Yes.
They said you were a giant. They said you could crush a man's skull with one hand.
Man's? No. The boys.
I like you, Spaniard. I shall cheer for you.
They let you watch the games.
My uncle says it makes me strong.
What does your father say?
My father's dead.
Master Lucius, it is time.
Your name is Lucius?
Lucius Varus. After my father.
He's like, shit. People who know my face are here. Crap. Dumbass, you went to Rome. What did you think was gonna happen?
Whatever comes out of these gates, we've got a better chance of survival if we work together. If we stay together, we survive.
I mean, strategic is always the best option.
My history's a little hazy, Cassius. But shouldn't the barbarians lose the Battle of Carthage?
Yes, sire. Forgive me, sire.
No, I rather enjoy surprises. Who is he?
They call him the Spaniard, sire.
I think I'll meet him.
Yes, sire.
Gladiator, the Emperor has asked for you.
He's gonna stab the Emperor in the face. Oh, he can't do it in front of the kid, because he's a good man.
Why doesn't the hero reveal himself and tell us all your real name? You do have a name.
My name is Gladiator.
You will remove your helmet and tell me your name.
My name is Maximus Decimus Meridius.
He's trying to make it so that people like him, so that he can hijack the already fucked up system, and he can't kill him because the people like him. Because if you win the crowd, you win your freedom.
They lied to me in Germania. They told me he was dead.
Who told you? He killed everybody.
Then you must let the legions know that treachery will not go unpunished.
Girl, I was rooting for you.
I knew your brother would send assassins. I didn't realize he would send his best.
I have been living in a prison of fear since that day.
My son was innocent.
So is mine. The gods have spared you. Don't you understand? Today I saw a slave become more powerful than the Emperor of Rome.
The gods have spared me. I am at their mercy, with the power only to amuse a mob.
That is power. My brother has enemies, most of all in the Senate. But while the people follow him, no one would dare stand up to him until you. I knew a man once. A noble man. A man of principle who loved my father.
That man is gone. Your brother did his work well.
You have a great name. He must kill your name before he kills you.
It's true. If he just didn't show up again, the city would riot. Hucking some bread! That'd be so funny if you, like, went to a concert and they just threw bread into the crowd. I mean, granted, they throw shirts and shit, but, like, it's bread. It's like if you went to a concert and came back with groceries.
Caesar is pleased to bring you the only undefeated champion in Roman history, the legendary Tigress of Gaul. Caesar is proud to give you alias Maximus.
They embrace him like he's one of their own.
The mob is fickle, brother. He'll be forgotten in a month.
No, much sooner than that. It's been arranged.
It's been arranged. Fuck you, dude. Oh, tigers. Oh, big cats. Got it. Swear to God, if one of these tigers die, I'm revolting. Turning it off.
A few moments later.
How dare they? How dare they kill a tiger? Fucking rude. Your plan went belly up, you big dumb fucker. We can't beat Russell Crowe. Yeah. He's a noble man. He's not gonna just do this. It's so funny because he's clearly trying to, like, swing the audience. Like, he's really trying to put in situations where he'll either die or the audience will, like, see him as weak or see him as you know, not as mighty as he has been. And all he's just doing is setting him up to be, like, a good dude.
They tell me your son squealed like a girl and your wife moaned like a whore.
Like, he just told you that they raped and then murdered your wife. And he was just like, thank you for this chat. See you later. That man is plotting. There's some cunning and some villainy afoot. Oh, it's his like little handman. Love it.
Tell the men their general lives. Find me. Find me.
And a satchel of... Oh, it's the little figurines of his family. Oh, that actually hurts my heart a lot. Oh, that's so sad. That was really good setup and payoff. I appreciate that.
Can they hear you in the afterlife?
Oh, yes.
What do you say to them?
To my boy. I tell him I will see him again soon. To keep his heels down when he's riding his horse. To my wife. That is not your business.
That's actually very sweet. And I hate it.
I hope my coming here today is evidence enough that you can trust me.
Get me outside the city walls. Have fresh horses ready to take me to Ostia. My army is encamped there. By nightfall of the second day, I shall return at the head of 5,000 men.
But the legions all have new commanders, loyal to Commodus.
Let my men see me alive, and you shall see where their loyalties lie.
And after your glorious coup, what then? You'll take your 5,000 warriors and leave?
I will leave.
Once all of Rome is yours, you'll just give it back to the people. Tell me why.
Because I don't want it.
Because that was the last wish of a dying man.
Marcus Aurelius trusted you. His daughter trusts you. I will trust you.
Yeah, there's a lot of moving pieces in this and not a lot of things people control. This is a bad bet.
It won't work. The Emperor knows too much.
You killed the man who set you free.
Yeah, he did. Choked the life right out of him.
Does Gracchus have a new lover?
I don't know.
I thought you'd seen him. Do you remember what our father said once? It's a dream. A frightful dream. Life is. Do you think that's true? I think it is.
This guy needs a girlfriend. I mean, I don't wish anyone on this man, but I feel like he would be less shitty with a girlfriend. But also, it's not women's responsibility to fix fucked up men. Oh, it's so weird. Oh, it's so weird and incestuous. Oh, dude. Oh, don't you dare. No. Oh, ah. Oh, everything about it makes me so uncomfortable. I would burn my clothes. I'd be like, no, no.
My brother's had Gracchus arrested. We can't wait any longer. We must leave tonight. My brother hates all the world. And you most of all.
Because your father chose me.
No. Because my father loved you. And because I loved you.
Don't make out.
Yes.
Don't do it, please. If any movie doesn't need a romantic subplot, it's this one. The story is compelling enough with them just being like two ships in the night, you know?
Isn't it late to be playing Legionnaire?
I'm not a legionnaire.
Not a Legionnaire.
I'm a gladiator. I'm Maximus, the savior of Rome.
Oh, kid, you're gonna get murdered. That was the wrong thing to say out loud.
Sister, join us. I've been reading today, Lucius. We've been reading about the great Mark Antony and his adventures in Egypt.
The queen killed herself with a snake.
Tomorrow night, I'll tell you the story of Emperor Claudius. He was betrayed. But the Emperor Claudius knew that they were up to something. And one night, he sat down with one of them. And he said, "Tell me what you've been doing, busy little bee."
Russell! Open the gates in the name of the Emperor! Russell! Open the gates! You want to die, old man?
Here. Everything is prepared.
Yeah, no, he's very almost dead. Oh, what the fuck? What the spiggity?
Lucius will stay with me now. And if his mother so much as looks at me in a manner that displeases me, if she decides to be noble and takes her own life, you will die. And as for you, you will love me as I loved you. You will provide me with an heir so that Commodus and his progeny will rule for 1,000 years.
Yeah, fuck, I would die. I'd be like, you know what, kill my son, I don't care. Fucking murder me, murder him. I'm not having sex with my brother.
They call for you. The general who became a slave. The slave who became a gladiator. The gladiator who defied an emperor. Now the people want to know how the story ends. And what could be more glorious than to challenge the emperor himself in the great arena?
This is a bad choice, my guy.
I knew a man who once said death smiles at us all. All a man can do is smile back.
Smile for me now, brother.
Had to cheat, because he knew if he didn't, he would die. He's still going to die. He got stabbed. He definitely has a punctured lung. Because I don't think it was up near the shoulder. Although he's acting as if it was. I think it was more, like, down. I think it was under his heart. Night. See you later. Bye. Fuck you, bruh.
Senator Gracchus is to be reinstated. There was a dream that was Rome.
Maximus, go to them.
Do we get to see him actually interact with his family for like half a second in this film?
He was a soldier of Rome. Honor him.
Who will help me carry him?
Now we are free. And we'll see you again. But not yet. Not yet.
Oh, fuck. That was not the film I thought it was gonna be. Like, I obviously knew it was a great film just because, you know, it's on this list. And also just, like, it's you know, critically acclaimed and, yeah, won 5 Oscars. So, like, I knew it was gonna be good. But I think in my head, I kind of thought it was just gonna be like, I don't even know what to call it, like military trauma porn. That's what I was sort of picturing, and I was sort of picturing it just being like the glory of war for the glory of war. But that was like, that ending was really beautiful because there was no glory in war. There was nothing about that was glorifying battle. There was nothing about that. Like, the fight scenes were good, and it was very like, oh yeah, fighting, yeah. But there was no, you know, there was no part of the characters and the narrative that really made it so that, like, you cared more about the fighting than you did about the people on screen. And, okay, I could have gone without the kiss. However, I may have overstepped in saying that a romantic subplot was a thing that was happening. Because it wasn't. Because that was very much what I said, in the sense that they are two ships passing in the night. They were people who, at one point in their lives, genuinely loved each other, and because of circumstance, whatever, could not end up together, and that held true until the end. If by the end of it he'd married her and had, you know, sort of lived happily ever after, it would have read as so disingenuous, because his whole driving force behind his actions was the honor of his family. Obviously, I'm not a huge fan of, like, the man seeking revenge plot, mostly because when I look at it, I'm like, okay, you're just mad because, you know, you're mad because somebody broke your stuff. Because in a lot of those narratives, the woman isn't actually an important figure in his life. It's just like something that he had, something he possessed, and someone took it away. I do think it's interesting that, like, although his wife was not a part of the story, she was also fundamental and very interwoven in a way that was like, she wasn't a prop, she wasn't an object, and even though she as a character, like, didn't really exist in the story, meaning, like, we didn't get to meet her, she had no lines, she was on screen for maybe three scenes total, and one of them, I think 2 of them, were death montages. But it's like, without, like, those clay figures, the clay figures were very sweet and were a very nice way of integrating his wife as a fundamental part of his character, and integrating their relationship and their family as a fundamental part of who he is, in a way that doesn't feel like shoehorned in. Because the reality is, if he just said to everyone, I love my wife, I love my son, I love my wife, I love my son, and then never thought about them in his, like, alone time, it would read as disingenuous. But the fact that it's like, he thought about them constantly. When he had those figures, he prayed to them, and he, you know, used them as like surrogates for when they weren't around. Like, that's very good storytelling. Having Jabba as a named, prominent black character survive until the end is good job. And the fact that he carried a lot of the emotional weight. There was all this setup that sort of stated that, like, for Maximus, his family was his, you know, his pin. It was the thing that was keeping him sane. It was the thing that was keeping him on top of things. It was the thing that was keeping him going. Like, his family is what drove him. His family is what kept him. His family, it was his family. That was the whole thing. And so to have that pay off in Jabba burying the figurines in the center of the Colosseum and having that moment of, I'll see you again, but not now, is both just emotionally hard-hitting, as well as, like, narratively very hopeful, narratively very satisfying. It pays off this idea that, you know, they're free, they're able to do all this stuff, and we don't get to see it, but we get the hope that Jabba gets to go back to his family and his daughter, and we get the hope that Rome will be maintained and brought back to its glory and all of that stuff. Really good film. I will probably watch it again, and I will probably overanalyze the shit out of it, because that's what I do. And if we're being completely honest, that's what you're all here for, right? Like, subscribe, come spend more time. I'm gonna do some more of the of the 100 movies on that list. There'll be a link tree somewhere. It'll have all my socials and all my stuff, so you can come follow me in other places. If you're not a huge fan of long-form content, i.e. these reactions, but you do like to hear me talk, I've got a TikTok under the same name. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you later. Bye!